Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government.
That's exactly right. Crypto bros make money out of thin air, guys, because if you are not subscribed to this channel, we cover the latest trades that you should be taking overall. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, guys, go ahead and follow me there, because I do post my latest, again, trades that I do take overall. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. As Brad Sherman says, we make money out of thin air in the crypto space because we are applying first principles. We are making things more deflationary. We do have better principles overall in our ecosystem than the actual economy. So that's what Brad Sherman is not understanding. While they are printing millions and millions and trillions of dollars every year, we out here creating wealth, generational wealth that you can actually invest in for the long term. While they're devaluing your dollar, we are bringing value back to you. So a lot to discuss. Pulsechain is going to be coming out again in about 6 to 7 days. This is very huge overall because this is just going to bring another ecosystem to the scalability issue that we've been facing across Ethereum and many of these altcoins, because we want scalability, we want user demand, onboarding of users, and Zen is going to reside on Pulsechain. If you haven't already played with Pulsechain testnet and you haven't played around with Zen on Pulsechain, I urge you guys to go into MetaMask, connect the settings. You can go to zen.network, guys, and just basically connect and start playing and get ahead of the game, because once it comes out, it's going to be a little bit too late. You want to be ahead of the curve, right? We always talk about being ahead of the curve, and that's what you want to do. You want to play with things before they actually come out, and this is a great opportunity for you to actually do that. And you have still 6 to 7 days left where Pulsechain will be launching. This is not just like any other fork that's going to be launching. So if you haven't participated in the sacrifice phase, you're going to get a chance to participate. However, I did make videos 2 years ago in regards to the sacrifice phase and why I urged people to essentially put some dollars into this sacrifice phase, because look, it may come out, it may not, but we are getting closer, and it looks like this is actually going to come true in about 6 to 7 days. I sacrificed for Pulsex and Pulsechain 2 years ago. Hopefully this is going to come true overall. This is not just like any other layer 1, guys. You're going to get all of the copies that you have on Ethereum that you hold in your MetaMask wallet. You're going to get a copy of those coins onto Pulsechain. This is huge. This is actually opening like Pandora's box. So many meme coins coming out. You have BRC20 meme coins coming out. We have Pepe just going ballistic overall in the past month or two, bringing in so much volume, so much liquidity to be locked into these meme coins. And can this be signaling a top overall in Bitcoin? We're gonna find out. We're gonna take a look at the charts and see what the charts are actually telling us. But what I'm saying here is, because Pulsechain is coming out, it's gonna get a copy of all these coin onto the Pulsechain network, and now you have all these memes on BRC20. There's so much hectic things going on in this market that it's very hard to keep up with what's going on, right? But I urge you guys, capital management, risk management is this most important thing that you can actually do overall in the long term. You don't want to be aping into everything. You want to pick the altcoins that are going to do very, very well. And we talk about these altcoins on our channel. That's why you're subscribed to this channel and you give this video a thumbs up, because we bring you the coins before they actually 100x. If you followed me in the past month or so, you would have made at least 2,100% on BAP, guys. You would have made 16 to 1700% on Zen, guys. And that's basically just from minting. You're just paying the gas fee on Zen, and you would have already been there. We talked about BRC20 ordinals. We made videos about that. So being early in terms of early adoption brings you the most value overall. But however, we're seeing so many of these meme coins pop off. It's opening the Pandora's box. Pulsechain is going to come out. It's going to make copies of those on Ethereum. So again, so much is happening in this crypto space. You want to keep up to date overall and invest in things like Zen, BAB, you know, Pulsechain, Pulsex, Hex. These are things that are gonna do well in the next bull market. You want to capitalize on that. You want to be the front runner of that, guys. And again, I think Rand says it here. He says that influencers, meme coins, pocket guide. Buy low cap meme coin, recruit other influencers, show meme coin hard, dump on followers, move on to the next meme coin, and repeat, guys. This is basically rewarding bad behavior. This is not good overall for the crypto space for the long run. This is why regulation is going to come hard into this space. That's why we're invested in coins that are going to play well with the regulation. How do you really regulate Zen when you're minting it out of thin air? You cannot at the end of the day, guys, because there is no, again, no pre-allocation from the founder himself so that he can basically dump into the market. Zen is becoming deflationary overall because the more protocols that come on Zen, right, make Zen more deflationary, not like the US economy where they're continuing to basically inflate your supply. And three, guys, we invest in things like other altcoins that are running toward regulation, that are providing regulatory frameworks, that are innovating the regulatory frameworks, such as BAB and BAX, guys. So that's why we put our eggs in the basket that actually are for the long term. Look, you're gonna see short-term gains in these ones, but it's up to you whether or not you want to trade it at the end of the day. I provide you with the trade calls on Twitter to show you where the charts are heading, where price action is happening, and that's why I state that stuff, because I like transparency. Transparency is the most important thing, and a lot of these influencers, they're not transparent in what's happening out there, and the cycle keeps repeating. The cycle continues on and on. So you have continuous dumping of these meme coins, and they're never going to come back at the end of the day. So that's why you want to be invested in long-term things like these BRC20s that are going to be built on Bitcoin, guys. Look, right now this market is a bunch of meme coins, but we're going to have actual use case utility, just like we did with Ethereum back in 2017 when CryptoKitties came out. It was basically meme coins that were being and now we saw so much liquidity come into the market with decentralized dexes, liquidity providers, yield generator protocols. So much is happening that's going to be coming out of BRC20. You just have to wait and be patient. And we're going to be covering a lot of these BRC20s that are actually developing and innovating, guys. Things like VMPX. Jack said that they're going to implement and have BRC20 have utility in the future. There is hope in terms of, as long as there's development happening and expanding this new thing that's coming out on Bitcoin with Taproot and everything, it's just going to be tremendous, guys. Okay, so very, very awesome stuff are happening. Just, again, don't follow all the hype in terms of the meme coins, because those are not long-term bags, guys. We see, again, CZ Binance saying locked ETH is at an all-time high. We can see from this chart, guys, that if you actually zoom out, you can begin to understand, look, decentralized finance is here to stay, okay? And that's why BAB is building regulated DeFi, guys, right? Decentralized regulated finance, guys. That is absolutely amazing. But the cool thing is that we're continuing to see that these ETH, even though they were unlocked at a substantial rate overall since, you know, the merge happened, we're seeing that more people are having conviction overall in Ethereum. So Ethereum conviction is at its all-time high overall, and they believe in this ecosystem. So it's not going anywhere, and it's going to continue to grow as long as new influx of users come in and understand the value that Ethereum brings to the table. And I think this is going to grow overall, and this is going to play as the next narrative that's going to be driven into a lot of these layer ones with Pulsechain and X1. We see FENIX launching on Ethereum, so you can actually do FENIX on Ethereum now. You can start staking. FENIX is just like Hex, however, on Zen, and FENIX is a long-term play, so you do want to set up your ladders. Okay, you do want to set up your ladders properly so that you can actually maximize your gains when it comes to FENIX, guys. I talked about FENIX a lot on this channel and how I think this is going to be a good thing overall for the Zen ecosystem, where, you know, people are incentivized to be locked in. They're rewarded to be locked in overall for long-term stakes, right? And we saw with Hex, again, brought thousands and thousands of percentages, over 1 million percent. And I think FENIX will also do phenomenally well. Let's go ahead and just cover the Bitcoin chart. Again, we were talking on this channel for several weeks that, look, you were seeing divergence play out on the stochastic. You were having lower highs being put in on the oscillator while you're putting in higher highs, and coming at key support, a key resistance area at $30,000, guys, because there's so much confluence in this area. It's just basically putting a dent, a lot of sell pressure where the bears are coming in and basically selling this market off. And rightfully so, because look, it's a psychological key level at this point. You know, 30,000 has been psychological key level. We talked about how, look, the DXY is coming to key support, Bitcoin is coming to key resistance, and even the Bitcoin dominance was coming to a key resistance area where it could actually break off. This downside pressure is not to be taken lightly, and that we could possibly see some continued sell pressure over the next couple of weeks overall. And I think, you know, the meme coin thing that has been playing out has been the calling card for a lot of these investors, saying, look, we're getting too exuberant overall in terms of investing here into these, you know, meme coins. Look, you guys can see this, right? You can see the US dollar area coming at key support area right here, you know, and this is coming all the way back from where we broke it off of 2022, guys. So very historic macro key levels here overall. Same thing with Bitcoin coming at key resistance area, coming all the way from the bull downtrend bear market that we were having. And this is going to take some time overall to basically play out, to break above. But what we want is we want to find that next narrative that breaks that key resistance area, guys. You always want to find these narratives that you want to be ahead of the game, that says, okay, what is it that's going to break Bitcoin above 30K? You have to find those, okay? And that's what we do here at Crypto Bros. I think, you know, nipping it in the butt with Brad Sherman really, you know, states it all, right? We make money out of thin air. At the end of the day, we bring value. The government has come out and already sold about 10,000 Bitcoin from the Silk Road. This is already been pre-planned. The United States has come out and stated this ahead of time to warn investors who are invested in Bitcoin, saying, look, we are going to start selling. And this is a big downturn for the United States. We already talked about how regulation has been a big debunker for the US overall, and they haven't been able to handle it, while we see other countries coming out and just open their doors to more innovation in the crypto space. And this is a true testament to see where actually United States is heading in terms of the crypto space. They're saying that we're going to continue selling Bitcoin, and we don't want anything to do with this crypto space, and we want to continue dominating and regulating this space overall so that innovation doesn't happen, and that the United States dollar can continue to flourish, even though it's currently being inflated by millions and millions and trillions of dollars every year. So they've clearly stated this out. And what are we going to continue to do about it? We're going to continue to stay in this old system where our livelihoods are continuing to be inflated? Or are we going to continue to take action, right, and invest in innovation, guys, where we can actually do decentralized finance, where everybody is involved, where everybody is financially included, to say, hey, you know, how can we improve people's livelihoods, guys? And this is, you know, we're doing it a meme coin at a time, believe it or not. But look, out of these meme coins, guys, something very special will happen. Something very special out of the meme coins will happen, and it always does. You know, it always drives our up game to say, okay, how can we improve this crypto space to be a lot better overall than just the meme coin. Meme coins are fun, but you know, when people start losing money, it's not so fun after that. So something more bigger has to come out of it. And I think, you know, instead of fighting with each other, you know, whether Pulsechain or X1 is better at the end of the day, guys, I think we all need to come together and truly understand. And I think BRC20s, it provides you with that first principle to say, hey, look, Jack is not better than Richard, or Richard is better than Jack. We all need to come together in this crypto space and start building on things and the fundamentals and the reasoning Bitcoin was created, so we can get out of this old system that's basically continuing to inflate our supply, guys. So I'll leave you off with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, bros, as always, stay profitable.